Hi, I'm David Perry, and we're here to talk about magic. I have an American 50-cent piece with me, and Meredith. Meredith, take that. I want you to examine it, see that there's nothing tricky about it. We've also got Keith, Jordan, and Bill, and my iPhone. Now, the iPhone's an amazing, amazing piece of apparatus. It lets us connect to the internet. It lets us do all other kinds of things. I have this on it. Hi there. Okay, and my wife hates this. She hates the iPhone because I put too much money into it. And I told her, I said, you know, there's a way I can save money with the iPhone. She goes, well, tell me about it. Let's put your hand out like this, angle it towards the camera. Very good. You ever been at a table before?
No.
Well, you're going to be one right now. I told her you can save money in the iPhone. She goes, how do you do that? I said, it's easy. You just take the money, put it right in the iPhone, and then you've got money in the iPhone. She goes, well, what good is money while it's in the iPhone? It says it's easy. You just bash it to get it back out again, and then you're done. So that's how I save money in the iPhone. Next, Bill, are you familiar with the game of poker?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, have you ever been to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada?
Yes.
You know why we call it fabulous?
No.
We have a deal with Vegas. They employ a lot of magicians, and we always say that it's fabulous. Now, I was recently at the Orleans. You ever been to the Orleans?
Yes.
Okay, I like the Orleans. It's cheap and also inexpensive. And, most importantly, they have the World Championship of 5-card stud poker. Now, I'm going to tell you something about magic you never heard before, any of you. Objects are not magical. They become magical only because of the attention that we pay to them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Does that make sense? Keith, does that make sense? You also? Okay, so what I have here are 10 cards that were the 2 top hands in the World Championship of 5-card stud. So they are very highly magically charged. Now, because of that, only I can handle them. So don't you try and touch them. Same with you, Jordan. Don't touch them. And Bill, keep your hands off. What we're going to do is use your head and my hands. We're going to go through these cards 2 at a time and select a hand for you and a hand for me to test how closely you can psychically reveal what these cards are. Are you ready?
Yes.
First card, you're going to choose your whole card, and the one you do not choose will be my whole card. A or B? Which one do you want?
A.
You want A, I get B. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to switch them?
No.
Okay. Next, the next one you choose will be your first face-up card. The other one will get buried to the bottom of the stack. A or B? Which one do you want?
B.
B, you're sure?
Yes.
We bury A, we give you B. You get the Ace of Hearts, my very favorite card in the whole deck. Next, let's give you another face-up card. Same deal. A or B?
A.
A. We cover B. We give you A. Suited. Ace and 9. So you could be a flush. That's a very good hand. I have to catch up a little bit. Same deal, except mine face down because I'm the dealer. A or B?
B.
Okay, so I cover A and give myself B. Again to me. A or B?
B.
Cover A. Give me B. Okay, now, back to you. We'll alternate for the rest of the time. A or B?
A.
So we cover B and give you A. Aces and 9s, not quite. That's a very good hand, but it's not quite what killed Wild Bill Hickok. Now back to me, face down, A or B?
B.
Cover A, give me B. There's only 2 cards left. Let's look at them face up, and let's look at your last whole card. 3 aces, 1 9. Which of these 2 cards would be the best for you?
I'll go with the 9.
9, okay, and we'll take this card. I would really, Bill, like to congratulate you that you have enough psychic ability to give yourself a full house. I call it a full boat, you know, and I would like to also thank you for your generosity in giving me a hand that's just slightly better. The poker deal. Okay, now, let's take a look at an entire deck of cards. This deck of cards is not from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's an ordinary deck of cards, just like you would see any day. Now, you know there's a lot of different ways of shuffling a deck. You see some people do this. That's called an overhand shuffle. You see some people just cut the deck like this. You see other people do other things, right? But what we're going to do right now, we're going to cut the deck back, and I'm going to try and locate a card. What's your favorite card in the whole deck?
The 3 of spades.
We're not going to do that one. What were the cards that were on top of your hand?
Ace.
The aces. I like the aces. Let's pick this one right here. That's an ace. Okay, let's try a different, a little more difficult technique like that. Let's take this one right here. That's an ace. Let's see if Meredith can find us an ace. I'm going to put the deck back together again. Meredith, cut the deck. And just hold it up in the air, a little higher. And let's see, did you find an ace? Yes, absolutely. And finally, my favorite trick is the flying ace, and it works like this. And there we have the fourth ace, the four aces revealed. Finally, for the last trick I'm going to do in this little show, I'm going to do a show with my business card wallet. Now, I have two different kinds of business cards. I have my Magician business card, and here, you can have that. And I have my work business cards, and I keep them face down, which gives me a big blank surface to work with. I'm going to write a word on this card, just like this. And I would like you to read that word out loud.
Mirror.
Keith?
Mirror.
Jordan?
Mirror.
Bill?
Mirror.
Mirror, yes. Now I'm going to sign this. This is my signature. I used to work in a library, and you sign your name a lot when you work in a library. And I thought I was going to grow up to be, believe it or not, a rock and roll star. I thought I was going to be a big-time synthesizer player. So this is my signature. It says David there. It looks like Chinese, but that's really my signature. It says Mirror and David. So here's what I would like you to do. And I'm going to use you again because you're on camera. What I would like you to do, Meredith, is draw me a picture of a mirror on the top half of that card. Can you do that for me?
Yes.
Any kind of a mirror. Round mirror, square mirror, filigree, hand, vanity mirror, rear view mirror. Objects may be closer than they appear. Any kind of mirror. And, oh, that's very good. You're drawing a hand mirror that is vaguely lozenge shaped. You're putting the slanty lines. That's called a flash. Can you sign that too? Let me take the wallet. You put the cap back on the pen. Or wait, hand me the pen for a second. Now you can put the cap back on the pen, okay? Now we have here a picture of a mirror. We have the word mirror. We have the picture of the mirror. We have the word mirror. We have the graphical representation of the mirror. And we have the phonemic representation of the word mirror. Now, can you hold your hand out here like the letter C? A little farther out towards the center of the table. That's good. Have you ever been the letter C before?
No.
I'm going to pull a card right out of the wallet, the card we've been talking about, and I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to put it right there, pinch that card tight, okay, and I'm going to take this. Bill, have you ever heard of William Shakespeare?
Yes.
What's he doing lately?
I think he died.
I think he's decomposing these days,
Yes,
not composing any new plays. He once said, wrote in a play called Hamlet. You seen Hamlet?
Yes.
Hamlet says to the players, he says, "Speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. Don't saw the air with your hand, as I have seen some players do, but hold, as it were, the mirror up to nature, to show her every virtue and reveal her every vanity." Now, Bill, in nature, what happens when you hold a word up to a mirror?
You get it in reverse.
Let's take a look. Meredith? Right. And there, of course, is the word in reverse. Thank you. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back later to show you some more magic.